Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Let's do number 7. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing as we did yesterday, but we're gonna use now radians. So let's see how we can do this. We have 20, do you see this? We have 5 pi over 6. That's 1 full round, second full round, a little bit more. So we want to know actually, in order to use the unit circle, we need to know what's exactly this angle here, right? That's what we need to know. So what we do is 25 pi over 6 minus 2 times 2 pi 4 pi, 2 times 2 pi, right? So 1 full round 2 pi and another full round 2 pi more, that's 4 pi, minus 4 pi, right? This is a fraction, so in order to be able to subtract fractions, we must have the same denominator, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a 6 in here, but if we put a 6 in here, we also must put a 6 up here, multiplying, okay? So what we have now is 25 pi over 6, 25 pi over 6 minus 24 pi over 6, which is actually pi over 6. 25 pi minus 24 pi, it's just 1 pi, and then the 6 just remains, so pi over 6. So actually, what we have, it's a 30 degrees angle, pi over 6, which is this one here, right? Now they're asking us cotangent, so what we have to do here, okay, what we have to do cotangent of 25 pi over 6 is the same as cotangent of pi over 6. These two angles are what we call coterminal angles, okay? Now, after we do that, we know that cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So this is 1 over tangent of pi over 6. And we know that because of the reciprocal identities, right? It is a definition, okay? Now, how much is tangent of pi over 6? Now, we have to remember, let me see if I can find the paper where we have this. We have to remember where we have the identities. You have to remember, guys, that tangent, tangent is sine over cosine. So we can take the unit circle, okay? But before we take the unit circle, we have to write the tangent of pi over 6 is the same as sine of pi over 6 over cosine of pi over 6. And I know this because of this identity. Tangent of theta is sine of theta over cosine of theta. You really have to know this one. So we go to the unit circle. This would be the sine and this would be the cosine, right? Sine, cosine. So that's going to be 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2. That we got those values from the unit circle. And then this 2 over this 2, this cancels out. You can make the division if you feel more comfortable about it. Yeah, I can do it for you. Look, if you have 1/2 the over square root of 3 over 2, when we do the division and when we cross multiply this times this and this times this goes down here, this goes up here. So that's going to be 2, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times square root of 3 is 2 square root of 3, and this 2 can cancel out, so it's 1 over square root of 3, which is the same thing as we get here, right? Now, we were here because this is tangent of pi over 6, But now we have to do the reciprocal, and remember that the reciprocal is just to the FUACA, which means just, right? So that's square root of 3. That's it. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.